Hi, I'm Dr. Cameron Sheeler with UAB's Biotechnology program, and today we're going to talk about DNA ladder in an agarose gel. Let's walk this way. All right, here we are. This is a drawing of an agarose gel, lanes 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to remind you, DNA is separated based on size, and it's based on electrical current going through the gel. We'll load at the negative side of the gel, run electrical current. Electrical current will go from a negative to a positive, and you might ask yourself, why is DNA separated going from a negative to a positive? Please remember that DNA is a negatively charged molecule based on its phosphate backbone, which is negative charge. DNA is separated based on size, so something that's smaller will migrate through the gel faster than something that's larger. Hence, we'll use a gel to separate our pieces of DNA based on size. Now, how do we determine the sizes of our DNA fragments? Well, this is where the ladder comes in. A ladder is basically a collection of DNA fragments of known size. By the fact that we know these sizes, we can compare our samples to see if our sizes of our samples are what we expect. This is a Thermo Fisher 1 kb plus ladder. These are the predetermined sizes, and you might notice that there's some fatter bands right here. Well, these fatter bands are great because it's easier to find the size of a fragment. Then you can use the fragments in between the fatter sizes to actually determine the actual sizes. What I mean by that is, see this fat band here? I know that's 5,000 kilobases, 5 kilobases, 5,000 base pairs. And if I go 1, 2, 3, oh, I do see another fat band, and I know that that corresponds to a 1.5 or 1,500 base pair. And then if we go down 1, 2, and then, wow, there's 0.5, another fat band. So using these fatter bands and then counting the bands in between and above, we can determine what our size fragments are. Let's just go through it really fast. I know that this is 5,000. Well, this is 7,000, 10,000, 20,000. And we've already counted these bands knowing that we got 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. I didn't make these up. This is actually what you buy, and you run the gel, it's already determined. Now we got this gel. Let's just say in lane 2, I loaded up a PCR fragment. Quick side note on the PCR, polymerase chain reaction. PCR, polymerase chain reaction. This is where we have a piece of DNA, we have our primers. On either side of the piece of DNA that we want to amplify, we go through using a thermal cycler, we amplify. After every round, we get brand new pieces of DNA. I know my PCR fragment should be approximately 2,100 base pairs. Now let's see where it ran in the gel. Well, 2,100 is above our 2,000 mark. Oh, look at that. It is above our 2,000 mark. Well, that's kind of what I expected. So I would say, yes, that is exactly the expected size I would get. If we run something that I said, let's just say I did a double digestion with restriction enzymes, and I get 2 bands of a piece of DNA. I know I get 2 fragments. Let's just say that one of my fragments is right around 5,000 base pairs, and my other fragment is about 1,300 base pairs. Well, let's see what we got right here. Wow, this fragment, now let's go over here. I just said it runs at 5,000 base pairs. It's spot on to our ladder, and I said 1,300. Let's go over here, compare it to our ladder. Well, it's between 1,000 and it's between 1,500, so more or less, that's where I expect it to be. Now we've loaded something that has 3 fragments in it. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 in our gel. The smallest one will always migrate farther. Next size, that's a little bit larger. And then here's the largest size. Let's just say I ran something and I did another triple digestion with my restriction enzymes. This time I get something that was 750 base pairs, something that's 3,000 base pairs, and something like the leftover plasmid would be 10,000 base pairs. Well, I just said 10,000. Let's go over here. Wow, that's pretty good. Yep, it's running at 10,000, to be expected. Now I said 3,000. Oh, there it is. 3,000. See, this is how we use a ladder. We compare everything to the ladder. And something that is 7,500, well, I do know based on this ladder, again, We can go, if you help orientate yourselves to larger bands. I know this is 500 base pairs, 1,500. And I do know because the instructions have these sizes already on it. 700 base pairs and 1,000. I just said 750 base pair. I expect it to be above 700, right? Let's go all the way over here. It is. It's above, and then it better be below 1,000. And sure enough, so this actually is how we can confirm our sizes and by using a ladder. Now, some of these are approximate, but it's also common sense. If it's going to be above 2,000, like this fragment that is 2,100, it should run above it. If you have any questions on this video or any other video, or suggestions for future topics, something that you would like me to explain or run through, please email me. Thanks for watching.